Hey Libra, I'm Rebecca. Thanks for coming back to the Elephant Key for your May 2020 reading. I know some of you have been waiting for this. I'm going to pull a few cards from the ancestors and the Akashic Tarot decks. I've combined them. See what we got for you. We had two come out. The King of Scrolls. Paths Unknown. And Guardian Angel, You're Not Alone. Look at that sacred geometry there. Beautiful. I'll be using some of those to clarify here in a little bit. Oh, goodness. Libra need to know for May. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Some of you may need to be calling a tow truck. That's what I'm hearing. We have the Queen of Cups. So the underlying nature of this is you're doing a lot of internal work, doing a lot of internal growth, a lot of spiritual work for yourself. Some of you may be looking into other forms of spirituality. Some of you could be, I feel like some of you are getting downloads. Some of you are getting a lot of synchronicities. You're listening, though. You're listening now, Libra, in a way that you didn't before. Some of you are going through your awakening. What's crossing you is the Seven of Swords. This can be the feeling of imposter syndrome. It could be a lack of self-belief. It can also be that somebody is trying to get away with something or be deceptive. We're going to clarify all these later. I'm just doing a Celtic cross. Six of Cups in reverse. Emperor. Eight of Cups in reverse in the past. The Moon in the immediate future. You see yourself as the Six of Pentacles. Others see you as the Hanged Man. Hopes and fears is the Chariot. The outcome is the Six of Wands. Not too bad. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords in reverse. All right, so the underlying energy here is a very slow, it's an opportunity coming in, but it's not practical. It's not presenting itself in a way that seems tangible or relevant. It's slow moving. It's kind of haphazard. It's kind of like an opportunity to, when you buy a big jigsaw puzzle, it's a great picture, but you have to put it all together. We have this King of Roses. This is an indication of someone, look, his throne is back there. He's not sitting on it. He's distracted. He's got that one rose in his hand, and he is completely distracted by all the other roses around him. If he's not careful, he's going to walk upon the thorns. He's going to get stuck up on something. But he's so fixated on that one. Is there something going on in your life where you're just fixated on one subject, one person, place, thing, where you are avoiding all the other things around you? There may be other opportunities. And then we have paths unknown. You guys get this a lot. This is trying to figure out which way to go. It seems like the easiest, well-lit path that's been trampled on by several people before you. You know, that's the one that everybody knows. It seems like the traditional path. Are you going to go that route? Because it's the easy one. You don't have to get any of the brush out of the way. You know what to expect. But there might be something better for you on one of those other paths. What are you going to do? And then angel guardian, you're not alone. Is there something you're feeling overwhelmed about? You have a heavy burden? Is there something where you just feel like nobody could possibly understand what it is you're going through? So we had the Queen of Cups. That's you doing this internal work. You know, you could be going through a spiritual path that's not normally taken by many people. It could be something that's taboo. But you're really, I feel like you're lacking confidence in something. You are doing the work, though, so that's promising. What's crowning you is the Six of Cups in reverse. Libra, you could be feeling like this is a feeling of internal generosity. This is a feeling of not being distracted by the outside. I could almost feel like there might be too much internal work going on here. Like an excess of internal work where you're missing the point of what's around you, the interaction and the engagement. You've been doing so much internal work lately, Libra. It's possible that you're not learning how to actually implement it into your life and make it work for you. What you don't see is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. This is control. This is like a domineering male authority. It could be that you're still living under the expectations or the conditioning of an authoritative male figure in your life. It is also possible, Libra, that you could be exhibiting these traits. But what it is, I'm sensing that there is somebody else involved here that is really kind of running the show behind the scenes. There's an issue of authority that's at the root of this. I don't want to even say causing a problem or creating an issue. I feel like maybe you're lacking the authority in your own life. It's time for you to take control. In the past, we see the Eight of Cups in reverse. In the past, you didn't want to walk away from a situation. Something had worn out its time. You had all the signs were there that the things weren't working correctly and that this was probably not the route. This was probably not the person. This was probably not the circumstance. but you, at every cost, did not want to move away from it. We're going to start clarifying some of this now. Clarify the Queen of Cups for me. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. You've got that in the outcome position. So the underlying here is the Queen of Cups with the Six of Wands. Feeling its self-appreciation. Feeling deep love and appreciation for the self. That's amazing. That's an excellent base card. But this Seven of Swords, you've got self-appreciation, but you've got this feeling of imposter syndrome, or somebody trying to take the credit, or trying to take the clarity, the truth. Three of Swords. Third party situation. Somebody trying to get away with something. I think you are a very loving person. This Queen of Cups underlying here. And with the Six of Wands, you know what you bring to the table, Libra. You understand who you are. You understand your capacity for love, and you know what you bring to the table. You've got a lot of appreciation for that quality in yourself. But we've got a big problem here. These indicator cards are really telling a different story. That's why I wanted to start reading them now. This Seven of Swords, somebody's trying to get away with this third-party situation. What I think is interesting here, do you see this King of Roses and this Three of Swords? They're both fixated on the beauty. They're both fixated on this one rose. And the petals are just falling off. There's some sort of deception going on here. It almost feels like obsession or trauma bond. Some sort of gaslighting. Please give me some more information on the Six of Cups in reverse. What's going on with that? King of Wands. Now, this is fire sign energy. This guy's pretty knowledgeable. But you know, the problem here is he's not giving generously. It's like this is the person who's wanting to breadcrumb you. This is the person who wants to give you just enough to satisfy you for the moment, but isn't being consistent. This King of Wands energy is very smart. He's very passionate. He's very wise and creative. But I feel you're being breadcrumb, Libra. I feel like this person isn't putting in as much as you are. There's an unequal give and take. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel like there's a balance of energy between you and this other person. Or you in this situation. This is a work situation. Could be that you're doing more work than this other person, or they're taking credit for your work. What's going on with this Emperor card? The Emperor. Yeah, that's what we're calling it today. The Emperor could indicate law enforcement, authority figures. The Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Okay, what you can't see, Libra, is there are people in a position of power behind the scenes working on whatever this is. This could be law enforcement. This could be your boss. This could be a judge. This could be this could be things out of your control. There's something else going on here. Some of this can indicate that there is some feeling of religious control. Some people could be feeling torn between what they were taught and what they believe now. This is having an underlying effect on the situation. Let's go through the 8 of Cups in reverse. Old belief systems still controlling you. You got the Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, I see what's happening here. There was a situation in the past where your stability was at stake, where your ability to provide, your ability to be stable, and be grounded, and you felt like walking away. There was a fear of scarcity. That's what's happening in the past. Whether it was you leaving a spouse, you leaving a job, you leaving a friendship, you felt that doing this you feared the scarcity of leaving that behind. Okay. We're getting into it. All right. Upcoming future, the moon. All right. There's a few things going on here with the moon card. This is water sign energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is an emotional time coming up. You could be feeling torn between 2 options or 2 choices. There's also a feeling of trying to figure out where your loyalties are. I'm also feeling like you're not seeing the whole picture. There's people who have certain loyalties to other people. I almost feel like there's a lot of gossiping going on here. Sorry, I'm getting downloads. I feel like there's a lot of gossiping going on, backbiting. I feel like you're not seeing all of this clearly. I feel like the truth isn't being illuminated in this. Could I please get confirmation on that? 2 of Wands, a decision. In the future, you're being faced with a decision and you don't have all the information on it. You don't feel like you have all the clarity on the situation enough to make the decision. But you're also fearing what will be said because you don't feel confident enough to make it. I feel like you're smarter, Libra, than you think. I feel like there's a lot of creativity going on here. I feel like you're passionate enough about this situation that you do have the information to make the decision. But I feel like maybe the situation is so delicate that you're really worried about making the right choice. So how you see yourself is this 6 of Pentacles. You're always giving. You're probably giving more than you're ever receiving. You know, this represents those who receive and those who give. And making sure you're balancing that energy so you're not giving away your own time, energy, and resources. That is clarified by the Five of Cups. Yeah. You may be feeling like you're grieving a lot of the time, energy, and resources you gave away to other people who didn't appreciate it, or it wasn't reciprocated. You're grieving what was lost. There's still 2 cups here, though. There's those 2 cups that are just right above you. But I can understand that feeling of I've given out so much and I'm not really receiving anything. I've put out all my love, my time. I'm making all these efforts. It's not being reciprocated. Other people see you as the hangman. The ability to shift perspective to gain enlightenment. The ability to see things from a different view. Other people may feel like you've been hung out to dry. Clarified by Strength in reverse. Whatever's going on here, you're being viewed by others, someone, as being vulnerable, weak. Boy, they got you messed up, Libra. They got you confused with somebody else. That's definitely not your energy, dude. Hung out to dry. Or maybe somebody's seeing that you've been put in a position where you've been giving way more than you've been receiving. Again, that unreciprocated energy. Feeling like this imposter syndrome. All of that could equal up to maybe you feeling like you're not being strong in your position or where you're at. Your hopes and fears here is the Chariot. Moving forward. Being victorious. The Star, wish fulfillment. You're really hopeful about this situation. You feel like that everything's going to be coming up. You're going to be pulling up the rear and you're just going to be making everything happen. Which, I can see that. Because the outcome is this 6 of Wands. Where you're finally appreciated and acknowledged. You're being celebrated. I like that. They're finally seeing what you're bringing to the table. You're finally being viewed. If you have a business or you have a relationship, all eyes are on you, Libra. That's good. Good sign. Let's see what we have to clarify that with. 8 of Wands in reverse. Some of that communication, that bet gossip and shit is coming to a stop. 10 of Wands in reverse. That burden's getting a hell of a lot easier to carry. You're not receiving so much message, so much communication. Maybe you were receiving negative communication, maybe criticism. That stuff is coming slowed right down. And with the 10 of Wands in reverse, you're no longer carrying that heavy weight. Hold on. I've got a deck I want to show you. It's from, there's a psychologist named Thomas, let me forget his last name. Holmes. No? Holmes. Thomas Holmes. He's from my area of Michigan. And so he wrote this book called The Parts. And for those of us in the spiritual world, it's a lot about your shadow self. The good and the bad parts. And it comes with a deck of cards. And there's no words. It just shows emotions that you might be feeling. So I want to draw a few of those to pull out some of the emotions you might be feeling for the month of May. So Hold on, I'll be right back. Thank you. All right. The illustrator is also from, the creators of this card are also from my area of Michigan, the Kalamazoo area. Kalamazoo. That's fun to say. All right. You're looking for a new direction. You're trying to see precisely where it is you want to go. Trying to be a little more dialed in. You want to be the captain of your own ship. You want to be in control of your own direction. There's a little cat. It's dreaming about fishing. Taking it easy. Just resting. That's not a cat. That's a squirrel. He's got all these things that he brought along with him. He's got all these ideas about what he wants to do, but he's so exhausted. He just sits under the tree and goes to sleep. Unaware of everything going on around him because he's so tired. But he's not hurting anything. Maybe it's time for you to take a rest. Take a rest and enjoy yourself. Sit in the sun. This sort of feels cold and hopeless. Or at the most, bored. Dispassionate. Unimpressed with a whole lot. You know, I felt like that just in the last couple weeks. Like, I just want to sit in the corner and be left alone. Like, I don't want any stimulation. I don't want to hear what it is you have to say. I just want to be left alone. Okay, this is weird. Stargazer, set your sights higher. There's a telescope on both of these cards. Set your sights higher. Spend more time being interested in what it is you're looking for. You're going to have to dial it in. You're going to have to be more, you're going to have to really set your trajectory. What happens when we look inside a telescope? There's so much vast in our line of sight, but we use this telescope to magnify in on that one spot, to illuminate it, to make it bigger, so that we can see it with more detail and clarity. I also see you doing this spiritually. I feel like you're really starting to question some of your belief systems. We have moved beyond ancestral patterns. It just goes right along with that. You know, you're... Sorry. I feel like this is not just for Libras. I'm kind of feeling this energy for the collective, where we're really being challenged to see beyond what we've been taught. Where the same old routine, the same old expectations aren't gonna do it anymore. It's just not gonna. It's not working. We're doing something wrong. Everywhere you look in the news, and I mean, trigger warning. Every time we look in the news, there's another child missing, or we're finding another child dead, or there's another case of horrible abuse. Parents killing their children. Yeah, we've seen that throughout history, that parents have done that. Nowhere near as much as what's going on now. And I think the majority of people who watch my I've only got like 270 subscribers, so I know a large majority of the people who watch this, and I know that they're empathic, and I know that they have gifts, and I know that they are wrapped in their spiritual life, and I know that you're feeling the same thing that I'm feeling. There's a real disenchantment with what's going on in the world. All right. And I think this is you finding your way out of it. I know there's other things going on here where, you may have left something, felt scared, fear of scarcity, moving on to something you don't know everything about. I mean, it kind of sounds like my friend Rachel. She's a Libra. She's starting a new job. Some of it may apply to her. But I have a lot of Libras in my life, so it's really hard not to pick up on individual things that are going on with them. The energy is... I can pick up on that with the Libras in my own life. So if it doesn't resonate for you, wait till the next one. Maybe it will. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time I post a video. And I think I'm going to end up doing some bonus readings in May. It's just, this one's pretty good. I can see this. There's some Libras going through a hell of a internal shifting going on right now. I wish you the best of luck. If it resonated, leave a comment. Thank you, and have a great May.